Hello guys, and welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be replacing the cabin air filter on my BMW 130i. Now bear in mind, whether or not you have the BMW 1 or 3 series of the same era, the process is the exact same. So whether or not you have the BMW E90, E91, E92, E93, or the BMW E81, E82, E87 and E88, the process is the exact same. Now in terms of cabin air filters, which cabin air filter am I going to be using? I'm going to be using this Bosch cabin air filter. This is a charcoal activated one. I'll show you real quick what it looks like. So as you can see, it is not completely white. It looks a bit, kind of looks a bit dirty already, but this is just how they come. It's obviously got a mixture of charcoal built into the filter, and what these do, they help filter out the nasty smells a little bit more. So it is definitely worth paying that little bit extra over a regular cabin air filter and getting the carbon activated one. And in terms of brand, I always go with Bosch. They never let me down when it comes to filters. So yeah, obviously you can choose who you want to go with, but if you do want to get this particular cabin air filter, I will leave a link in the description box below. But without further ado, let's get outside, let's pop the bonnet and let's get cracking. Now then, your engine bay may or may not look a little bit different to mine depending on which engine variant you have, but your cabin air filter box should be in the same location, providing that you have one of the models that I mentioned earlier. Now it should be held in by 6 8mm screws. It appears that we have a couple missing. We actually have 2 missing, so there should be one there which is in place, one there which is in place, one there which is missing, and then 2 at the front. Like I said, they are 8mm. Once we've removed them, we can then gain access to the cabin air filter itself. Should just remove them. There we go. Just going to retrieve that screw that I dropped. There we go. And now we can actually take a look at the existing cabin air filter itself. If we take a look down here in the slots, it has a lot of pollen and dust inside of it, which is obviously not what you want to be breathing in. Obviously we'll get a good look at the other side once we take it out. This is in fact the dirty side, so this is expected to be quite dirty, especially as this hasn't been replaced in a good few years or so. So to remove it from the housing, all you need to do is unclip it. It's very easy to do, and this should just pull out then. There we go. Put the housing to one side. So this is the dirty side, and then we'll turn it around to the clean side. As you can see, looks like it's done its job. Can't see too much has got through there, but the fact that this is dirty on this side means that it's going to be blocked up and restricting airflow somewhat, so we are going to be replacing it anyway. It's good to replace these every year or so. It's not a very expensive part to replace, so yeah. This is now ready for the bin, and we can actually go ahead and install our new filter. Now before you go ahead and install your new filter to your filter housing, it's a good idea to give this a clean, but it's also a good idea to give your scuttle panel a good clean. As you can see, mine is not too bad. When you remove your cabin air filter box, it may be filled with leaves and a whole bunch of other junk. I have not long actually cleaned this, but I'm still going to give it a good wipe out today just to get rid of any dust and whatever else I don't want to be breathing in. But now is the perfect opportunity to give this whole area a good clean before you go and reinstall this. So I'm just going to go ahead and spray this entire area with some degreaser. Nothing fancy, it's literally just dish soap. And then the housing itself is very clean as it is anyway, but I'm just going to give that a wipe out just to get any dust out of it. But yeah, that's done. That's the scuttle panel clean. It's now time to install the new filter. So now it's time to install the new cabin air filter into the filter housing. Very simple to do, it should slot into place. There's a couple of hooks on the bottom, I need to get them underneath. There we go, slot it right into place, and all you need to do is push down on these 3 tabs. It should click into place. And there you go, jobs are good one. Make sure everything's seated right. You can go ahead and reinstall this now. Again, very easy to do. All you need to do is line it up, make sure all the screw holes are lined up, and it's just a case of reinstalling the 8mm screws. And there we go, we have the cabin air filter reinstalled firmly in place. I do need to try and locate 2 screws to install there where the missing ones are, but it's still held in place. I'm pretty sure it's a common problem for these screws to go missing, but yeah, it's still held in place. I'll try and get them sorted when I can. But yeah, that is pretty much the cabin air filter done. Okay then, so another job ticked off and done on the BMW 130i, and it's nice to know that it's done now, because this is one of those jobs that for whatever reason people tend to forget about. I actually checked back and looked through the service history, and it hasn't been done since 2015, which in my opinion is absolutely ridiculous. Anyone can do this from home. Like I said, it's very cheap to get a good decent cabin air filter, and you know, it's really something that you shouldn't skimp out on. You know, part of the reason why many of you are getting a nasty smell through your air vents is because you just have a dirty cabin air filter. So, you know, for the sake of what, I don't know, £20, $30, get yourself a good quality cabin air filter, and yeah, you should be good to go then. Like I said, change it every year, every other year, and yeah, you should be golden then, to be honest. Right then, I hope this video has been somewhat helpful. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please give it a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you have not already done so, and I will see you all in that next one. Peace!